Hey, by the way, Jay looks really good under the lighting as well.
Well, that's true, you know.
You look fabulous. You look fabulous. But let's talk about our this day only. All right, so you saw Lynn and Anthony talking about the today's special. We did our last and final look, and now here's what you're going to get a hold of. You're going to have one opportunity for a couple of minutes to get something so special and so wonderful. It's your choice of a double strand of beautiful turquoise or a double strand of exotic lapis, and you get a one-day price. So think of these as little mini today's specials. We don't bring in thousands. In fact, when it comes to Jay, we beg him to even do 1,000 for us. So these are all very limited, and Jay, two gorgeous choices as we head into the finale.
Yeah, you know, and just so everybody knows, okay, for the November event, it's very special, and because of the time of year, we're encouraged heavily
wink, 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 wink.
To bring things that you know are great values, but they're also giftable,
yes,
right?
Right.
And so that's kind of, you know, this in mind is what we designed. If you look at these, okay, so you've got, this is natural lapis. This comes from the Hindu Kush region of Afghanistan. It's all natural, hand-picked, hand-selected, and then the turquoise is actually an old Hubei turquoise.
No kidding.
This is part of what I tell people. It's antique turquoise. These are the smaller nuggets and that we got. You know, one of the things I've been showing all day today, you know, all this turquoise that you're looking here, the Hubei. The reason I tell you it's antique turquoise is this was all mined in the late '60s, early '70s. You know, this was something that really kind of kicked off the Chinese turquoise business, right? Okay. Where they started finding turquoise. And one of the things for people that haven't heard the story today, the amazing thing is the Hubei turquoise phenomena was all created by Americans. Huh. And it was created by American miners. They're the ones, you know, China was a closed state. It was a closed country. Sure. And in the mid-'60s, Americans, they started allowing foreigners in besides tourists, but to actually participate. And they were the ones that originally found, saw the turquoise samples. They're the ones that developed, and Hubei was the place that they went to. Huh. And they brought Hubei turquoise to the American market. It went over great. In the mid-'70s, the government came in and closed it all down for safety reasons. Oh,
thus, that's why this is from the 70s.
This is from the 70s. You cannot get it.
Oh, cool.
And so you're probably, because I know how intelligent you are.
Oh, go on.
I can't.
Go on,
I
Jay.
can never get anything by you. And she'll say, well, then how did you get it?
Exactly. And was it a legal means?
Was it a legal transaction? Or one of those ones that you do in the parking lot?
Yeah.
No, but what it was, I had a friend of mine,
buddy, I got some Hubei.
Check out my Hubei. But this friend of mine, okay, literally, think about this, okay, he spent 3 years doing this, and he's one of my partners, and we own a bunch of turquoise together. I mean, I'm talking mega turquoise. But he did this program, which was pretty ingenious, and he went to the Hubei province, the region, and he would go like every 4 to 6 weeks, and he would go a week at a time, and he would go around to all these little villages in the Hubei area, and he would buy up material. And until it got to the point finally where there was no more material to buy. So if this isn't being mined, why would they have material? I tell the story. I just had my mother's 80th birthday, and I went out to New Mexico. She came down from Colorado, and the whole family got together. And on my mother's family, that's where the mining gene comes from. And my uncle Gene was a serious miner, and his whole family, all the Tinkersleys are all miners, and still to this day are in the mining industry. And what was amazing, though, is that, you know, I can always remember going to his house and going to his garage and everything, and he used to have the most amazing specimens that you would ever see in your life. That's where I actually got the rockhound gene from, I think, was from him. That's, you know, because I was a rockhound, but I was so enthusiastic about it. When miners at mines, they don't take home the bad stuff, right? When they take specimens home, they take really good, high quality specimens. And so, you know, like this is really Hubei now is.
But that's where how your partner got the specimens.
He would go around, and so like mining families, you know, like maybe their dad was a miner and he passed away, so he had a stash, or maybe the family was in a mine or owned a claim at one time, so they'd buy bits and pieces, just like when they did, you know, remember that when the gold went up and so high in silver, you know, people brought it in, and that, he kind of did the same thing with turquoise.
That's cool.
That's why we're able to offer this. But
wait,
these
Jay,
are
I got to
really
give a
limited.
quick update, just so you'll know, everything we ever do with turquoise, because Jay really does, he's the go-to source for turquoise here at HSN, and quite frankly, pretty much the source worldwide is almost gone. So if you want the turquoise, we're much more limited in the turquoise than we are the lapis. We've got 4 minutes to go. Just to point out, it is a phenomenal offer, and my specs, just to let you know, this is 18 inches. If you're brand new, he always offers a 2 3/4 inch extender on the back. Easy to hook clasp. This is such a brilliant keepsake. Great gift idea. That's what we're talking about today. So whether it's a little something for yourself, or you're going to give somebody who's really passionate about great jewelry and wants something exotic and different and not the run-of-the-mill, you know, yon herringbone, then this is an awesome choice. I just don't want you to miss out, because this offer is exactly like a today's special, except there's very few and it's a really short amount of time. The deal, the price, the free shipping, the 5 flex pays, it all ends tonight at midnight when we wrap up our 24-hour event. This deal is also over, like many of the other offers we've had today. So just want to give you an update. If you want the turquoise, that's always a favorite. Please don't miss out. And you know what I love, Jay, is the tones of colors in Hubei turquoise.
Well, you know, and that's the whole thing that made Hubei famous. Is it was so unique and so different. You know, all the different colors. There were so many different deposits in the area, but there was everything from like black spider webs to golds to browns. Here's my personal specimens that I keep. You know that now actually this is their collector items. Hubei is collectible, and the government, Chinese government, did a thing where they put in an amazing museum in Hubei, and that is just world renowned. But it's really totally amazing is they actually have pictures in there, and there's Americans and American miners and guys that I recognized, and that I'm thinking, man, I know that dude, you know, like, and unfortunately a lot of them have passed away. Right. So what did we do here? I think the analogy you just gave is amazing. This is like a mini TS. Yeah. It's got all of those things, but it just doesn't have the quantity. This is like a little snapshot in time. And why did we pick these two materials? Number one, turquoise. Okay, that is, you know, that is what we do. We do turquoise. That's my main focus in life.
And you're one of the few worldwide who have a lot of turquoise.
Well, I think that right now, and here again, you never know what other people have, but I think we either own or control more turquoise than anybody else. I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody that has as much or controls as much turquoise as we do. I personally don't know that person. I do know people that are that have museums that they have. We have also huge varieties. But somebody who's like in America, there used to be 27 active, commercially active turquoise mines. That they're not there anymore. So
no, wait, explain that. There are 0 active turquoise mines here in the United States. Well,
there is still the Mineral Park, the Kingman turquoise mine is still commercially active. We do have small deposits, people that work it. Right. When I say commercially active, I mean that they're mining it at least at least a majority of the year.
Oh, gotcha.
They're mining year round. It's an actual mining operation, not where they go out. They maybe mine 300, 400, 500 pounds or something like that, and then that's what they have. Right. So commercially active. And then, of course, you couldn't do that without bringing lapis. Lapis, funny enough, is even rarer than turquoise, right? So we brought you 2 key items. Okay, number one, turquoise. Not only just turquoise, but these are all turquoise nuggets, and this is all out of that old Hubei deposits. You see the one here looks kind of different than the one that we have on the model, or the one that you have
I'm wearing,
on the B-roll, or the one that you're there. They're all unique and individually unique to themselves. There's no two of them that can possibly be alike. These are not cut, okay? They're nuggets. Most of these are nuggets.
Let me do a quick update, Jay. On the turquoise, how many do I have left exactly? I have 500 turquoise left, so the turquoise is definitely on its way to selling out. Want to mention, too, Jay did matching pieces. We've got the stretch bracelets, love those. We have the matching earrings. So if you are thinking gift, it's really nice to give somebody a Hubei turquoise necklace. That's the kind you open it up and go, oh my goodness. But get in the earrings, because the odds of ever finding matching Hubei turquoise earrings are pretty much null. You just won't be able to do it. So if you are thinking gift, I want you to focus on flex pay during the next 3 hours too. We have remarkable 5 flex on this, so you can get this home for $17.98 and really make someone squeal on Christmas morning. I know I would. I'm a huge jewelry lover. The kind of squeal when you go, oh my gosh, it's a jewelry box, and it's a J. King jewelry box. This is all good. Unheard of value. Lapis, one of the most exotic stones and one of the favorite stones in the world. Who doesn't wear denim? Who doesn't love indigo? Who doesn't wear your chambray, your blues? That will look fantastic if you're a big denim lover. Turquoise, the tradition, the history, how wonderful an earthy turquoise is. Again, a phenomenal idea. But please remember, of the two right now, the turquoise is about to be gone. Now, if you jump on the line, you're okay. Go to .com. You can do a couple clicks. You've got it. But the price, the flex pay, everything, even the free shipping, ends all in just a couple of hours. So you just don't want to miss out, or you'll miss out if it sells out before that. So.
And if you look at these two materials, okay, number one, the lapis. Do you see the color on this lapis?
Yeah.
Okay, this is really good quality lapis. This isn't junk. Lapis is getting harder and harder to get. My lapis prices, my lapis rough prices. In fact, I was supposed to go the beginning of November. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't make myself get on the plane. so right after Tucson and after I do the February show, that that's one of my first places I have to go. But lapis is getting more difficult to find, and you can see a lot of junk lapis, and that's primarily what you see. But to get this real high quality, it's getting harder and harder to come by the rough, and so you're getting a super high quality lapis. If you look at this, these are all the little nuggets, the little pieces that all we tried to do with this is not cut a lot, because if you cut things, you lose a lot of material. It raises the prices. So we tried to leave, this is all natural, just like Mother Nature gave it to. We haven't done any color enhancement to this. All we did was just polish it up a bit. The same thing with the turquoise, like I told you. This is all Hubei. This is what I call antique turquoise. This is really a collectible turquoise.
It's like serious collectible. If you tell someone who knows stones and turquoise you have Hubei, they'll be like, really, you do? How did you get that? You know, you only find it in very old pieces, and virtually it's impossible to get a hold of, but thank you, Jay, because we can get it here. All right, and you're getting it at a phenomenal offer. All right, 2 accessory items we're going to talk about as well. But before we do that, how about applying for HSN card? Do you know if you have our card, you get in on all these really awesome offers that we don't even talk about on the air? Just a quick example, I met a group of VIP card holders at Disney, and we had a huge Alice Through the Looking Glass event. And